For first question, Ivan Maydina, GMA7.
No, Secretary, gentlemen. Sir, nabanggit po kahapon kabilang sa mga magiging basihan sa desisyon who gets retained and who gets replaced ay performance and issues of corruption. Sa mga mapapalitan po, ano hong nangyari? Ano hong naging basis kung bakit sila matatanggal? Secretary?
Si Secretary Loizaga, walang issue na corruption dyan. Maybe there is just a perception, I don't know how fair or unfair that perception is, na mas ma-limit siya sa labas ng bansa. Yun ang recurring na pinapadating sa amin. Ngunit wag na natin siyang husgahan. No? Whether inefficiency yan o hindi, that's not up for us to do, but the evaluation showed that it was time to have her rest muna.
So nag-underperform nga po?
Underperform siguro ang tawag dyan. Kasi kung may expectations ang presidente and you do not perform, ang messaging is underperformance is not going to be allowed. Yung kay Secretary Acosar, hindi mo rin masabing corruption yan, wala. Hindi mo rin masabing underperformance, under-delivery. Alam mo, napakataas yung nilagay niyang standard niya when he accepted the job. But you know, he is a very efficient he was very efficient in the private sector, and we expect that the President expected na makapag-deliver siya. Pero I don't know if he set the standard too high for himself dahil 1 million housing a year, housing units. There may have been obstacles in his way which were beyond his control and beyond the control of government. But to us now, because of the results of the election, it's time for the President to take him out there and bring another one who might make a better performance. Ganyan ang tingin ko dun sa kaso ni Secretary Acosar. Wala namang masamang tinapay yan si Secretary Acosar.
Mga mareretain naman po, are there new instructions from the President? Because in his message in demanding and calling for the submission of courtesy resignations, there was a sense of urgency. He wanted results and he wanted them fast. Ano ho kaya yung, sabi nyo nga, soldiers kayo, ano ho yung panibagong marching orders ng Pangulo from here on?
Pag-usapan muna natin yung mga in-announce ko na maritate, yung economic team. Ang marching orders ni Presidente dyan is to enhance yung ating economic situation to the eyes of the outside world at saka dito sa Pilipinas, yung actual na economic health natin. Si Secretary Balisacan has been performing very well. He has been, practically, ang sabi ni Presidente sa kanya, he's a genius. Dahil mahirap mong gawin yung ginagawa niyan sa economic level. Si Secretary Frederick Go sa investments at saka economic matters ay walang may tatawar, hindi mo matatawaran yung kapasidad niya. Kasi he's a very experienced economist and businessman. Si Secretary Recto, that is the same thing that we have to say. Kasi si Secretary Recto, from day one of his service, he came in midway in the past 3 years. Siya naman kagad action man yan eh. You know, he was working under financial limitations or the fiscal space na nadatnyan niya masikip. Pero up to now, we have remained a very active tayo because of the government's prioritization of spending. No? Si Secretary Amina Pangandaman naman, no one can be better than her sa budget, DBM. She can deny your request with grace. And that is very important because no one will ever get mad at her. She is considered as the the model for fiscal management, budget. Hindi ka pwedeng umalma dyan. So, the President decided to retain these 5 members of the economic team so that there will be no more problems sa perception about where the country is going.
Next question is Maricela Lili, TV5.
Sir, magandang hapon po. Sir, who will replace Secretary Popo Lotilla in DOE? Will there be changes in OSG? And what's the target of the President? How soon will be the evaluation, the result of the evaluation?
Just one. Yeah. DOE will in the meanwhile be in the hands of an acting secretary, one of the undersecretaries, si former Congresswoman Sharon Garin. Any of the undersecretaries could have been chosen to become the OIC, but I think, okay. I was corrected. OIC, not acting secretary, kasi ibang kategorya yun. OIC, very effective naman sila. Secretary Lotilla himself suggested that any of his undersecretaries right now could stand in as OIC.
Sir, how soon is what's the target of the President, the timetable for evaluation?
Well, si Presidente, narinig niyo siya, immediate. But humanly possible na evaluation is one at a time. Hindi mo pwedeng i-lump sum yung mga cabinet secretaries because each has a different area of responsibility. Each has a burden that is different from the other, from the next one. If you will give me the liberty of saying, yung pag-evaluate, you must also be careful. Hindi ka pwedeng arbitrary dyan. You know that the President loves us all. And he joked yesterday during that presentation in the Kalayaan Hall when he was saying, I greet also the members of the cabinet. Do I still have a cabinet? Sabi niya, no? But that's not the reality of it. There is an evaluation ongoing now of performance. But each cabinet secretary will be evaluated depende sa tasks, depende sa goals ng kanyang department or agency.
Sir, former ES Vic Rodriguez said that there's no need for courtesy resignation, to call for courtesy resignation of all cabinet secretaries because the core problem is the President himself. Optics lang daw.
Alam mo si Vic Rodriguez, daldal ng daldal yan eh. Do you listen to him? Huh? Why was he taken out of the office? Wala pa siyang 3 buwan. Gusto niya makipag-away, wag na. Kaya mo, kantyaw lang siya eh. Kantyaw ng kantyaw. That's when you see, in the middle of night, a dog barking at the fence. If you want to get up, you get up and throw stones at that dog. But we will not do that to him. Wag na nating pansinin.
Salamat, ES.
Next question, Tristan Nadalo, Newswatch.
Hi sir, good afternoon po. Sir, based dito sa initial na results nung evaluation po, no, baka lang may perception yung tao walang bagong pumalit or parang new breed na dinagdag. Are we expecting the President na may mga idadagdag siya talagang wala doon sa initial na list, sir?
Yes, alam mo, mahirap natin i-prejudge yung actions that will be taken. But you can be sure that the President really wants to be responsive to the popular clamor for performance, for change. Alam nyo, one time, recently lang, sinabi niya na we seem not to be delivering to the common tao, because they are the greater number of our people. So what must we do? We must have action men. So you can be sure that that is the direction that this, I'm not calling this a purge, it's a cleansing. Dahil gusto ni Presidente talaga, mahal niya ang taong bayan eh. Yeah, if you listen to him very carefully, his language were not measured, they were spontaneous tungkol sa sentiment niya na it's time to serve again, to show the people that we are serving them. Yun, standard.
Just a follow-up na lang po. Yung action man, sir, ibig sabihin may mga bagong papasok na wala doon sa original list ng...
Hindi naman. Maaring meron. No? I cannot just say that now because until the President has decided, no one can second-guess what the President really has in his heart. Okay? Now, you know that the President, based on how you observed him, is a sincere individual. He has been very frank. Wala siyang tinatago eh. Walang disguise. So, when the time comes for each of the individuals, 52 na ang nag-submit, we do not know how this 52 will fare. No? Meron na tayong 5 na na-retain and 2 na pagbabakasyonin. Literally. Okay?
I think that's all. Yes. Thank you very much. We have one more.
Yes, yes.
Eden Santos po from Net25. Good afternoon po, ES. Pwede naman daw pong sibakin ni Pangulong Marcos, yun pong mga gusto niyang alisin, bakit nagpasubmit pa raw po ng courtesy resignation. And pasensya na po if I have to ask this, di daw po ba ito parang pampapogi lang sa public?
Ay, alam nyo, mahirap naman na sabihin nyo kung ano ang dapat, hindi na kailangan na mag-courtesy resignation. Ilagay ninyo ang sarili ninyo sa aming pwesto. Kung tamaan mo yung isang tao, ano ang lalabas na mukha mo? It's best that we did it this way so that it will be more honorable for them. Hindi naman kami yung diktador na magsasabi, oy, wala ka na, sisipain mo na. When I said that we are all serving at the will of the President, at the President's pleasure, we have to humanize. So, demanding a courtesy resignation is the best way of doing it because all that you can do is just to accept. And that's the end of the debate. You don't really need to follow what others are saying because they are not in the saddle. They may have different views of it when their time comes, if ever that time will come. Pero the best advice is our own counsel, our own conscience.
A quick follow-up lang po. Can you consider it as failure po on the part of the President na nakapaglagay po siya, nakapagtalaga ng mga official na underperforming or not performing well? And meron po ba tayong timeline kung kailan po mararamdaman ng ating mga kababayan itong mas maganda at maayos na serbisyo sa public sa mga bago?
Dalawang tanong yan. Yung unang tanong mo, ikaw ba pag meron kang niligawan, alam mo ba na may... Ibig sabihin nun, at the start, you do not know how this guy will perform. So that's more or less a very... hindi ko masabi kung anong tanong yan. Yung pangalawa na tanong mo, ano na ba yun? Mararamdaman, kagad. Wala nang iba eh. Kung ang trabaho mo ay mag-deliver ng tinapay, deliver ka ng masarap na tinapay. Ganun lang. Hindi naman pwedeng, oy, bukas pa. Wag. Ngayon na. Kasi taong bayan naghihintay.
Thank you very
Kala ko,
much.
tatanungin mo na naman yung political.
Thank you very much, Executive Secretary Lucas P. Bersamin, Malacanang Press Corps, Undersecretary Cervantes,
Sige na,
and
okay lang. Time is up.
Yes, sir.
Marami pa naman, you will have more opportunities when more action will be coming. Okay. Oh, one last question daw.
One last question, sir, from Alvin Baltazar of Radyo Pilipinas.
Yes, magandang hapon po. Yes, pwede po bang malaman yung composition ng review committee na sumisiyasat doon sa performance evaluation ng ating mga members ng cabinet?
Well, hindi namin pwedeng sabihin sa inyo yung membership ng committee na yan, but you can be sure that they are the highly calibered, highly yung mga taong with an objective character. Maybe those who have been experienced, I can generalize only. Okay? Now, ang pag-uusga naman, it is based on what are observed, what are on the ground now, or performance, etc. So these are all brought to the attention of the President, who makes the ultimate decision whether to dismiss or accept the resignation, or to continue, or to give a new mandate, or what.
Yes, follow-up lang po. Doon sa mga nag-submit ng resignation, meron po bang nag-submit ng irrevocable resignation?
Ay, wala pa akong awareness dyan. But maybe in a few days' time we will know. Kasi karamihan naman ang memorandum ko kasi is unqualified courtesy resignation. When I submitted my own courtesy resignation letter, I did not use the word unqualified anymore, but I just made it plain that if the President deems to accept this resignation, I am already ready to turn over the pending matters in my office to my successor. Now, tandaan ninyo ito,